Hi guys, it's Adrianah and welcome back to my channel. This video was not planned, so I don't think I've ever done a story time video on this channel before, so this is going to be my first ever story time video, I think. I wouldn't have even had to been able to film this video if this incident didn't occur to me recently. So, about a week ago today, Tuesday last week, I took my driver's test and passed. And today, like the day I post this, last week, Wednesday, I got my license. And it was really awesome. And that's why I couldn't film a video, because I had license, I had testing, I had finals. I had so much going on that week. Got my license, I was driving to school, I drove Ryan to school, and there was just something wrong with my car. So I didn't have my car yet, because the brakes were broken. And then I got my car back and I got a new radio in it and it was cool. And I drove 20 minutes away to my dad's house and turned out the heat was broken. So that was a very cold drive because I don't know about where you guys live, but in Michigan it gets like below freezing in the winter. So I drove 20 minutes on the expressway. I was following my aunt, so I wasn't completely alone. On the expressway in the dark, it was getting really cold. And the whole car, it was cold. Like, I was pretty much driving in the cold because I had no heat. But I was like, it's no big deal. It'll be fixed. So I drove it to my dad's. We worked on it all day. We fixed it. We fixed the stereo. We fixed the radio. I got LED lights on the inside. And I was like, it was pimping. Like, we did so much stuff to it that day. And it was like literally pimp my ride, like damn right. After I pimped my ride, I was so excited to go home and drive it to school, even though it's a very old Jeep Cherokee 97. I was still pretty cool. It was my first car. It was pimped out. It was cool. I was so excited. On the way home, I had to drive on the expressway alone. Because last time I followed my aunt, so I wasn't very scared, and this time I was alone. So I was getting really scared because, like, I have really bad anxiety, and it was my first time alone, and expressways are scary. So I was just trying to calm myself down. I drove up. I was driving the whole time, like 20 minutes to even get on the expressway. And then I got on the expressway, turned my radio down, made sure I was completely focused, and everything was well. Everything was fine. I was just cruising, you know, I turned my radio back up a little bit, chilling, listening to the Let Me Love You, like, you know, it was lit. I was pimping, you know, I was pimping in my old car that's 4 years older than me. Directions, my phone says, get ready to stay to the left to merge onto this highway. So I'm like, alright, cool, because normally I was on the right side because, like, you can be slower in that side, and because I wasn't trying to be in the fast lane because I have a really old car. So I went in the middle, and I was just going normal speed, just cruising, and all of a sudden my car just stops. Like, it doesn't stop, it doesn't go, it's just like, it's like, and I was like, and I pressed the gas and nothing was happening, and I'm like, what the heck? And first of all, I just got my license. This happened on Sunday, by the way. I just got my license. It was my first time on the expressway alone, but I was so calm when it all happened. I was just like, and then I looked to my right, there's a car to my right. I looked to my left, even though that's where the fast lane is, and there's a whole shoulder over there, so nobody was there though. So I skirted over to my left because I only had like a couple of seconds to the side. So I went over to my left and I just kind of pulled off into the shoulder and just sat there. And I sat there for a good couple of seconds while my car was just stopped. And then I started crying and panicking. And I was like, whoa. It was just so scary. So I'm just sitting there, I'm crying, I'm mad, I'm frustrated, and I call my aunt. I'm like crying into the phone, like, hey, my car stopped in the middle of the expressway. My uncle and my grandpa were coming to come get me, and then I called my dad too, because I'm like, Dad, really? Like, we just fixed this car, why is this happening to me? Sitting in my car, and I'm right next to the fast lane. Like, I could have went to the other side, but I was just so spooked that I just went, and there's a car on the other side, so I only had a couple seconds, so I went to the fast lane, and I'm just sitting there in my car for a good 15 minutes, and these cars keep coming by from the fast lane, and the whole car's like boom, boom. Like, it's like an old car, it is not very stable, and just all these cars keep going by, and the car just like the whole time like shook, and I'm just like scared. Like I was really scared someone was gonna sideswipe me, but I was so scared. Well, I was sitting there for a good 15 minutes alone, like in the cold. I'm sitting there, and I have my hazards on, and I'm thinking, what if some like creepy guy tries to help me, like tries to help me, and like pulls up and like abducts me or something. Like I'm getting like everything is running through my head. Like I'm getting so scared because like, you know, on the side of the road, like random people will come and help you. But like I was getting scared that it'd be some like creepy old guy. So I'm like just thinking to myself, like, oh my god, oh my god. And then my dad pulled up, but he like pulled in front of me. I didn't recognize my dad's car at first, and I was like, I was like starting to cry more. I'm like, oh my god, who is this? Oh my god. And then I was getting scared. And then behind me, a cop pulled up. And I heard like, I seen the flashing lights, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know why I was scared, because I knew the cop was there to help me. But like, I was scared because I felt like, since I just got my license, I felt like I was like driving illegally. But I wasn't. I never have. Disclaimer, I've never drove illegally in my life. My dad walked out, he got out of the car, and I was really relieved to know that was my dad. And then the cop walked up, and he's like, what happened here? And I'm like, oh, my car just stopped randomly. Like, there's like dried tears like all down my face. I'm not wearing any makeup, so he's probably thinking, this girl is 12, she's illegally driving. Like, because when I don't wear makeup, I look like I'm 12. He's like, can I see your ID? And I'm like, yeah. And then I pulled it out of my wallet, and it's like a paper ID. I didn't even get my license in the mail, and I just felt so ashamed, like handing him my little paper slip. I'm like, here you go. He just looked down at it, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go write this down. And I was just, I don't know, everything was just happening at once, like shaking. I don't know if I was shaking because I was scared or because I was cold, but I was shaking. And he gave my dad some tools to try to start the car, and it didn't. My pimp's ride just didn't start up again. And we're all just sitting there, and then my dad's like, let's just get off the side of the expressway. So then my dad took me to McDonald's, and my grandpa picked me up from there. And like that whole night, I just started like, I kept randomly crying because like, I know you guys are probably thinking,
Adrianah, that's stupid. Cars break down all the time. Why were you crying? Why are you making this such a big deal? Like, grow up.
But no, like, it was honestly so scary because I'm in a really old car, a 20-year-old car. I just got it pimped out. It was my first time on the expressway, less than a week from having my license. Traumatic, or whatever you want to call it, PTSD. Randomly, just I couldn't stop thinking about it, you know? You know, if that happens to you, comment below if it does. Like, right when I broke down, I'm like, I'm gonna make a video about this. Like, I really shouldn't have been thinking that, but I did. Here's some videos. I'm just really glad that I handled it well. I handled it the way I did, like, without even thinking. And I'm just happy and blessed to be alive and not injured at all, except for mentally. But if you want to support me for free, go check out this app called Tad. All you have to do is let a couple of videos play, earn some Tads, and donate them to me so I can buy some cool new equipment. Looking forward to getting a lens, a mic, and a vlog camera soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and check out my other videos. Bye guys!